A pleasure to meet all at last, and welcome back to Nerf Secret Revealed Aftersought. And now, what I got to talk about today, specifically, is yet another Rebel Blaster. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling like I regret purchasing these blasters, but you know what? These are blasters that I might as well have had to talk about in general, because, after all, I have actually collected Rebel blasters back then. This was one of the only examples out there that I was able to fish out from my old collection, or at least what remains of it in general, and wow. Oh my gosh, look at this. It feels perfect. My gosh, I'm sorry. The Spylight was pretty much at the top of the list here at this point, but honestly, this deserves the recognition right here for best twirlability. I mean, whoa, oh, okay, now I almost dropped it there. But look at that. It might be because of how the trigger well is designed. I mean, look at it. If you pull it in all the way, it's an almost perfect circle because of that. And it's very smooth. It doesn't feel like it's gonna hurt my hands. I mean, my finger did get kind of scratched up from the Spylight having to twirl around on it, but this is a lot better. It feels a whole lot more comfortable to twirl around for a long period of time. And honestly, I don't know what else to say. Well, I could just say it's a 3-barreled blaster with a priming rod on it, and honestly, it does pretty darn good here. But I should mention, though, really quickly, that kind of like with the Spylight, this also included its own accessory piece, which was, in fact, a pen that you could store down here. But apparently, I just figured out that you could actually put another dart up there. So, realistically, this thing could hold 4 darts. And on top of all that, there's also a tack rail on top, similar to the Spylight, but also not because, well, it's not like the certain dart laser or whatever that thing was on top of it, but this right here basically just allows for you to write messages in a way, hence the name Messenger, because after all, the pen's purpose is to basically engrave notes or something on the darts themselves. Now, decoder darts are things that I did have as well. That's actually why these red pieces are here. These red pieces of transparent plastic is there so you can pretty much read the messages nice and clear. So, I will say that in general, this blaster does extraordinarily well because of its power. I mean, the sort of bang that you hear, honestly, it sounds pretty satisfying. It might be because of that nice smooth rush that goes along with the Springer and the plunger tube itself. And the priming rod, as a matter of fact, it's got a nice sort of, well, I don't really know what the name of that shape is, actually, so I'm sorry. But overall, twirlability is pretty much perfect here. This one's probably by far the best example of good twirlability that you can get on this for a long period of time. I mean, wow. Okay, so anyways, invisible integration time has come, and now let's get it on. Yeah, I guess it's also pretty good. Kind of a surprise that this thing happened to be kind of like a shotgun pistol, mainly because of its, well, 3-barrel design, but there have been a lot of blasters that I have reviewed this whole entire time where I was able to find some secrets and some pretty good functionality that I didn't even know existed to begin with. I mean, we all know what happened when I reviewed the alternator or the arrows. I found more than just one mode on them. The arrows, I found 2 of them, and the alternator I found 3. Fitting, as it had 3 sets of barrels to accommodate 3 different shots. But anyways, the Messenger, I will say, because it is in fact one of the oldest blasters I still have in my main collection, After all, this did come out around 2014, around the same time that the Spylight and the Rapid Red and some other Secrets and Spies Rebel blasters came out. This is a pretty good example out there. Although I could say, that sort of waffle kind of grip, I kind of feel like that it could have been one of those precursors or one of those predecessors that eventually led to what the Alpha Strike grips came to be. Well, at least the first time around, when the Alpha Strike grips were pretty much in this sort of waffle kind of formation. That gridlock sort of thingy, whatever. But anyways, aside from all that, the Messenger's a pretty good addition to your collection. It may be a triple-barreled Nightfinder, so it can in fact trump the Nightfinder in many ways. Not to mention, it also incorporates the sort of pen, like writing style that you can write on your darts. Whatever message it could be, but aside from all that, the Messenger is pretty good. Personal rating on that so far is an 8.8. Mainly for the fact that its twirlability is practically in a perfect standpoint. I mean, look at this. The Disruptor, Ruckus, and Spylight. Those were pretty much some of the best twirlabilities that I could perform, but the Messenger kind of trumps them all. I mean, this takes the cake so far. It's pretty much the best in twirlability. Concluded. Well, anyways, if you want to see more, go down on my channel, along with some more reviews and the like, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.